Dude, and welcome back to Hanging Out with the Dudes. I'm your host, PC, and we've got another great show for you today. But as always, let's go around and see what's going on with the dudes. First, we always go to the main man from way out west, Mr. P4, sir. How are we doing today?
Hello, folks. We're doing pretty good. Just some stress-free football watching today. The Jets don't play till tomorrow, so I just gotta kind of chill out. Whoa, I like how I can hear Howard unclick his mic and then click it again. Like,
I was about to say for now, but you answered my question. You answered my statement.
no preemptive clicking on Howard. False start. False start. And yeah, now we're watching Detroit Rams. Sad to hear that Kelly Stafford will be staying in LA. Click his mic and then for this highly anticipated matchup. Stay away from those Detroit thugs. Some girl from Georgia doesn't like hanging out in Detroit. She's the visiting team, wearing the wrong color blue, I guess. But yeah,
LA changes people, man.
I think she's just a Georgia girl.
Makes complete sense there.
Yep. Good to see you, folks. Like, subscribe, donate via super chat down below. Welcome to the Dudes and Sports Podcast. Follow us on Twitter. PC, when are we gonna find out what we tweet on your thing?
Let's go. We could do it here coming up in the next few days. Let's just say, we'll do it tomorrow. You guys send me tweets, and then I'll send them out. You each get 2.
Live on the pod, we will talk about what tweets we will be saying.
2 to 3. Let's go. Since there's 3 of you, each of you get 3. You can put out there, and I'll put them out through Monday.
Whoa! I thought it was only gonna be 1. Oh, I got.
Oh, I like that idea better. No, let's just do
No,
your
no,
idea.
no,
No.
no,
I like the
no,
one
I wanna-
idea. No, I like the one idea.
Does
No,
a
let's
thread
do the
count
one.
as one tweet
the
or
what?
like multiple tweets? Does a thread
How
count
about-
as one tweet?
Oh, well, okay.
Maybe
depends how
I'd be
many
like,
thread,
in
though.
this thread, I
How
will
many
explain.
threads are counting as one, though? Like, thread can just keep going on. Okay, how about this?
That's
One tweet, but you can thread it out to 3 if
No.
you want to.
3 tweets. It could be a thread if you want. 3 tweets.
I don't know. 3 seems like he's hacked, though. I think 1 each just separately would make people be
Let's
like,
just
what
be in the middle. Let's
the
just
fuck
do
is
2.
he talking about?
2 is 6. 2 is 6. 6 isn't terrible. I can spread them out throughout Monday.
Hell yeah.
Let's just do
This
2.
seems a lot more logistical than I thought it was.
We're the Dude Sports Podcast. We're the most logistical podcast.
We're going to
out
need
there.
social media
Analytics
marketing
is
right here.
Analytics are what we're about over here.
Synergy. We're missing synergy.
Golly. K-Stel, Royals
That's
fan.
the phone company Nick Howard works for.
Just a few.
K-Stel, how's it going, man? Royals kind of not on their losing streak anymore. How's it going over
They're
there?
on a winning streak. Yeah.
What's the shirt say?
Always October.
You wear that when you were like 15 or 14?
Still fits
No,
into
my-
it. The
no,
Royals
my-
haven't been the
my-
postseason since 2015, and Kyle still fits into that baby-sized small shirt.
It's my dad's shirt, so
No.
make sure we understand.
No,
this.
false.
He's still
False.
there.
You're not.
K-Stel looked like that when he was in middle school, folks.
Yeah, that's all his gear from when he was still.
That's an extra small. Yeah. You're not getting away with
We got
it.
it from Baby Gap. I'm sorry. K-Stel,
good stuff.
you're the winner of Spider Dumb. We
That's the
should be
one you play
respectful on the
like pick
podcast.
up basketball
I'm sorry.
before tryouts.
You are the winner of the pod. I'm sorry. Continue. How are you doing this today? We just like picking on you. You know, the 10-day contract thing. And
Been a really up and down week of sports for my situation. Other than that, it's been good. Had a rough weekend with a tire sidewall, but I got that figured out, man. And I lost
What
the
the
wheel.
fuck is Stafford doing, man?
Yeah, he's on another level. Other than that, ready to go into this week. Excited.
yeah, man. And then Mr. Howard, sir, back actually on time for the second week in a row. Wow. Shout out. He had to take his adventures on pause for us.
Here. It wasn't
come
on
back?
time.
Oh, I guess.
Asterisks, but
Yeah.
we're still here.
Yeah,
Just
there
a
you
couple
go.
of asterisks.
How you doing, Howard, sir?
Like a Houston
you know,
Astros
phenomenal,
asterisk
just,
or like a Barry Bonds asterisk.
Barry Bonds. You know, I still
No,
showed up.
no,
I still came in clutch.
I knew you were gonna say that. That's so bullshit. No way.
What do you call it?
I knew you were gonna say
I'm
that.
asterisk, but I'm a goat, man. At the end of the day, you know, we doing pretty good out here. J-Mo scoring a touchdown in the Lions game. He balling out. But you know, I did see the Titans game. I didn't really know or watch way too much for football today because my schedule is basically as much as working with the president out here hustling. But you know, they're doing good. Just like I said, I'm trying to watch sports. I've been on off. I've mostly just looked at ESPN app on after I come home and I'm about to go to bed. But you know, we still try to do our mix here, and I'm excited to go and kind of find out as much as I'm able to talk about tonight.
Yeah, sounds great, man. So, without further ado, we're going to get into the normal topics of discussion. Obviously, basketball's not here. It's football season, so we're doing football first. You know, getting our NFL and college football action. Just had a few quick notes. I want to see what you guys thought about. We'll start off with NFL football teams. How the Bengals today did really, really terrible against the New England Patriots. Is this something that do you guys see?
Fucking hair and makeup person didn't show up this week.
Dude,
Week
we should
one,
fire
Joe
them.
Burrow is the worst quarterback on the planet. We've seen this from Joe Burrow multiple times in the first week, where he's just really bad, and then he settles up and then he starts playing good. So I don't think it's a worry for the Bengals.
You said he's one of the worst quarterbacks in the league.
No, in week one.
Oh, that's okay. That's like a weird.
Yeah, it's a weird step.
It is true though. I mean, that dude,
Yeah.
it is weird because he like has his most worst week in the first
But
one,
if
and
it's
then
not
he's just a
worry,
dog.
then why do we care? No more time on it. Next.
Next, Joe Burrow's terrible in week one. It's kind of what we figured out. I got the Caleb Williams first overall draft pick to break the streak.
Whoa, we just can't. Yeah. We gotta give this one a little more fucking intro than that.
Hold on a sec.
Jesus.
Whoa,
There's a
whoa!
lot of heartbreak here. There's a lot of heartbreak.
No. Caleb, I mean, oh yeah, I guess
You
it is
said
the
it
Titans
like it was
game.
like,
You're right.
yeah.
I totally forgot they played the Titans.
You were
today.
like,
I'm dumb.
okay, Caleb
Yeah.
Williams.
My heart just
Caleb
stopped
Williams.
beating in the middle of that.
I guess we could talk about
No
the Titans and the
offensive
Bears.
touchdown.
Yeah.
Two
Will
birds,
Levis
one
fell
stone,
to
let's
his
do it.
knees. Tajay Spears was the
deserve
fantasy
it.
bust of the year. I'm
I guess
done
we could talk
with
about the
Tajay.
Titans.
He'll be on waivers.
Bears
next week
won
for
what?
you, Howard.
24-17.
Please.
Yeah, let's Mr. Howard, sir. What are your thoughts on that? You know, since it's been
Yeah. So I only saw a couple games today. I saw the Jags and Dolphins recap. I was getting lunch and they were playing the highlights of that one.
Oh,
And then,
Kyle,
yeah,
we
I
have
watched-
only talk about that game. Because we're
Okay,
going
I was-
through the slate.
Well, I was seeing the two things. I was seeing the two things.
Jesus.
But all right, two games I saw. That one and the Titans and Bears. But yeah, that was interesting because the defense only gave up 7 points in that game, and everything else was special teams and offense giving up 17 points total. So yeah, 24-7 or 24-17 was the final score. That was brutal. But, you know, Caleb Williams, not the greatest start, but I thought the Titans defense just looked good. Ernest Jones was a great pickup. But, yeah, that was not a good Levis game at all. Yeah, I mean, not at all. He had a few really good throws, but the shovel pass that Callahan was saying he was trying to throw out of bounds, just fucking take a sack. I mean, at the shovel passing when you're getting hit and there's a million defenders around you is like 99% of the time the worst thing to do. I was so pissed when I saw that. But, yeah, and then we had a blocked punt.
yeah. Simone
that pick
Biles'
six.
husband.
Yeah. Jonathan Owen. St. Louis, but, you know, it wasn't the greatest start.
Louis,
Hey, we always gotta give a shout. Always gotta get a shout out. But yeah, it wasn't the greatest start. But I don't know. I saw a lot of good things as much as I saw bad. The fact that we just kind of went dead
What do we
and
think
the
about
O-line
Levis?
still looks
What's
the
this,
same.
year two? Year two?
Year
First
two,
game,
yeah.
year two?
Two-ish. First game, yeah. First game, year two. You know, like I said, he didn't do, I didn't think terrible, and he wasn't the reason why we lost, especially the biggest. but I think he just had a really rough game. The O-line wasn't really helping him, but he definitely had some big blunders. The last pass he threw for an interception, I don't know where the fuck he was going to
Thinking about him
Boyd
falling
was
was
playing
mean.
defense. So, and then, yeah, he's like, doesn't slide at all. So, I mean, I understand he's got insanely, like, gamer mentality, but he is not going to last as a running back for the rest of his life. Tony Pollard looked cool, and I thought our wide receivers really didn't show out, but I think our RB duo is good. I don't know. I saw some improvements from last year where I think we can be like an 8-9 win team and stuff, but at the same time, I didn't see an insanely big improved Titans team that could make a Super Bowl run. So we'll have to see how it goes. Bears didn't play bad. Their defense showed up, and yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it.
Yeah, the Titans, Bears. Caleb Williams gets his first win of a first overall pick. So I think it was 15, 16 times, or I don't know, it was some crazy stat. I can't quite remember off the top of my head, but it was pretty big win for them. So Mr. Howard, sir, picked up. He said he watched a little bit of the Dolphins Jags.
Goodell.
Let's look at that, man, a little bit. We had a little something happened at the very beginning of the game. Tyreek looked like he was getting arrested right before he got in to the stadium here, and so
Minor traffic
Mr.
violation.
K-Stel, we were kind of having a discussion earlier. We kind of was thinking of comparisons of Scotty Scheffler and Tyreek Hill. I just wanted to know your thoughts on that specific comparison.
Oh, God.
It's just, you know, in the world of football, which is mainly consumed by
Whoa!
white men, they turn quickly on the cops they've been supporting for a while when their player gets arrested for silly little activities. I don't know why we got to put him on the ground. That was crazy. Yeah, I just saw that. That was crazy.
Jameson.
Big game.
But what did Tyreek say to get put on the ground? That was
I don't think it's been out. It has been released. I don't think.
Yeah, it seemed like a really weird situation for more that it was like.
Yeah, but he got arrested and then
And then the officer got like put off duty or whatever. Or
Yeah,
That video of him getting arrested was pretty brutal. It's not. Does not.
yeah,
look
it
good
seemed
for
like
the
he did
cop.
something bad, but it was like a minor traffic violation.
Secret filming
yeah,
of the next
crazy.
iteration, the sequel to the other guys.
yeah, that's definitely something like in the back there, like went to the office and like, what the fuck are you doing? Do you know you just arrested and put on the ground Tyreek Hill? He didn't even do anything, you idiot.
he said he wanted to be a cop in the future.
Something.
The
Yeah.
celebration was pretty fired up.
Some Mark Wahlberg, Will Ferrell
80-yard
shit.
bomb with the getting arrested afterwards was pretty.
Jeter. Fuck Derek.
Popped off after. That was pretty crazy.
Yes, sir. Yeah, it was a pretty crazy moment. The Chefs go 1-0 on a very wild ending. K-Stel, we can talk about that because that happened on Thursday. What was your thoughts on the Chiefs?
Fucked up. We gotta figure out our order.
You're right. My bad. Producers should be
let's
fired.
hit Monday night.
You're right.
Shuffle the
yeah,
game.
let's just
Shuffle
shuffle
the
them
game.
around, bro. I was just going around the circle, but you know what? I guess if there's got to be an order, we could go in the order next time. We'll make this much more manageable next week. Sorry about that. We got producers just like doing a shitty job in the back, and they need to be having a stern talking to. So I'll make
Yeah,
sure.
who's writing
that-
this
that-
script?
I don't. The guy that must be writing the script must be an
Teleprompter's
idiot.
ass.
So he's just terrible, man. Like just the worst. But
Just sit and look at fucking Gilbert Burns' face until it's my segment.
yeah, pretty much.
For the UFC fight night.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happens.
Slump
Yeah.
Gilbert.
That's the whole point of it, right?
Poor Gilbert, man. We'll get into it.
We'll get
Yeah,
into
we'll
it.
get into it.
Get the football.
But I wanted to see what K-Stel was thinking about
Interception.
with
He
the
wasn't.
Chiefs.
Spoiler alert.
What I thought about the Chiefs, I thought both teams didn't play their best football. I thought the ending was exciting. I think Roquan Smith is a punk, but he's also a really good player, but didn't play that well on Thursday. I think the Chiefs' defense is...
Tyreek, no. Travis Kelce, late hits on Roquan. Or no, that was Queen? Or is... Wait, was it
Queen's not on the team anymore.
Roquan Smith. It was Roquan, number 0?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Roquan, yeah.
Yeah, so Travis was kind of being like a little pussy, like a little gamesmanship. Not a bad thing, but not a good thing either. Funny that you called out Roquan Smith and not say anything about Travis Kelce. Worth mentioning, I
It was
think,
during the
at least.
play. During the play.
Kinda. Still not like.
That's not
Cool.
illegal either.
No, it's not, but it's not like, hey, that's like a cool play, man. Like, that's super good on you. That's cool.
I didn't really think
Some
much
Travis
of it.
Kelce bullshit.
By the way,
Uh,
shout out the
Super
Bills for letting us get Xavier Worthy. That's a pretty nice.
Yeah, I think Xavier's going to be a stud. The kid's really fast. He has like this. He's not like Tyreek quick where he's just immediately fast off the bounce. He's more of a, get a couple of yards down the
Accelerated.
field and then
Yeah,
he just
he's
takes
accelerated.
off. Chiefs defense looks good. The Ravens pass defense is still looking really good. I think the Ravens are going to be a really
Kyle,
good
can you talk
defensive
about
team.
a quick twitch muscle fiber?
No.
Quick twitch muscle fiber?
Say that 5 times.
Other than that, the Ravens handled the loss poorly, and they did. It's just simple.
The
I don't know.
comments-
They cried. They
Lively.
cried. at
This
the-
sounds like a MAGA podcast.
No, what?
Baltimore, not very good. Bunch of sore losers.
Roquan is a punk.
Dude,
Little
Thugs,
bitch.
all of them thugs.
I never said thugs.
those are P4's words.
Other than that, their Chiefs are interrupting the
Satirical,
season right
satirical sports podcast, comedy podcast.
We are all over.
Donate
the
via
place
super
today.
chat.
Those are drums, by the way. Those are drums.
now. That's all I have.
Yeah. Xavier Worthy played well. Sucks lively that you have a big toe.
Now that's a good one.
I
One of the good
think
ones.
likely
Toe-touch
needs
drills.
to like. Yeah, the comments after the game was like, okay, whatever, bro. But it's like that's the best they're gonna play in the postseason. Like, good luck in the
Yeah,
postseason.
don't-
It's like,
like-
dude, we're back-to-back Super Bowl champions, and you.
The one thing
guys
you don't
can't
do is give the
say-
Chiefs Baltimore
What, really?
material.
Back to back.
Yeah, back to back. Did you not know that? You should, since you
No,
are
don't do
Future
that.
Sports
Don't
podcast.
do that, Howard. Don't do that. Yeah, point like a different way.
I fucking hate. I like cry when I see that dude. And the refs like,
Screenshot it. Oh yeah.
But yeah, she's played
What
well.
a fucking bum, dude. What a bum.
Oh, so everybody's hoping the 49ers win on Monday night, right? Since this guy's an asshole.
Whatever, dude. We don't want your support.
How's your Jets? How are your Jets gonna do, P4? Main man for way out
We're
west.
undefeated. We're undefeated.
the only
sound
time of the
like-
season he could say that.
P4 is exactly like.
Will
Vinny
Aaron
Testaverde.
Rodgers' career or
Wait,
season last
Pete
longer
Ford's
than 5
exactly
minutes
like
this
Vinny
year?
Testaverde?
No,
What'd you
Pasquantino.
Do not run out with the American flag, Aaron. Please. Please.
No.
No, because Vinny Pasquantino is a huge Jets fan, and you guys are the exact same Jets fan, like in every possible way.
You like buddies with Vinny or something?
Yeah,
What-
he's got a
What
speed
the-
dial.
I don't. What do I mean?
No, I just
How am I
he
supposed
talked
to
about.
yes and this, Kyle?
You don't
Help
need
me
to
out a
yes,
little
yeah. I'm
bit.
just letting you know.
All right. So is it next segment? What
No,
is it?
what's the point spread, do you think? For the
We can look it
49ers
up.
and the Jets. No, what do
Wait,
you
we're
think?
guessing?
I don't give a crap what ESPN says.
Probably 3.
If I could have looked it up myself, if I wanted the stupid spread, I
Three
wanted
and a
your
half.
opinion. You're the main man
P4 is
from
turning
way
to
out west.
ESPN bet right now.
Golly.
I would say 3.5. I'd take Jets plus 3.5.
Should be a really good game. Let's see if Debo and George Kittle can
Oh,
hopefully
and what
end
is it? It
their
is
undefeated season.
minus 3.5. Imagine that.
Wow, what an expert.
I should work for fucking Vegas.
What a call.
I'm like Joe Pesci in Casino, dude. What'd you say to my friend? I beat your fucking ass. You say that to my friend. God. Kyle's gonna be like, I was
Kyle,
watching a movie
smarter
the
dumb
other
question.
day. Do a Joe Pesci impression.
P4, you're a funny guy.
Why I oughta. Wait, who's on first?
I'm
I don't know, it's
horrified for Kyle's smarter dumb question.
What is on second? I don't know who's on third. Oh man, funny guy, main man from way out west. But speaking of funny, let's go look at his fantasy football team because it's been pretty funny. Funny like a clown.
Have we even covered all of the games?
Do you want to cover
In the
more games?
fucking-
You want to
Yes!
cover more? Dude, cover
All
more.
of
P4.
them. What are we
P4.
doing here?
Go ahead. No, you know what? You are such
just-
the expert tonight. How about you just take over the segment? Go ahead. No, I'll just sit here and I'll sit here and watch the
This isn't even,
Lions
like,
game
that crazy.
and not even like do anything.
P4
Just like
is
you always
interim
are.
host.
Just yeah. Go ahead. Here, I'll even mute my mic for you. I'll mute my mic for you. Here, go ahead. Here.
Confused. When I saw on the spreadsheet, it was like NFL. I didn't know it was gonna be. Okay, Sunday 1 p.m. game.
You gotta do Chris Berman. You gotta do Chris Berman impression. Raiders and the Chargers. Whoop.
This is the fastest 3 minutes. Bum bum, ba-da-dum bum. Rumbling, bumbling. Someone give me a club sandwich and a Diet Coke.
What we gonna do here? You know what? Let's just run down. Let's do the rundown right now.
You lost.
I'm gonna do the rundown. I'm gonna carry the NFL
you did it?
segment
Yeah.
for y'all. Let's do it.
Give it
Let's
to
do
me.
it. Let's do
Give
it.
it to me.
I don't even know.
This
I don't
is
even
your
know what to
segment anyway.
We got the Eagles against the Packers.
Football has always
It
been
is.
your segment.
We got the
Brazil.
Eagles
I
and the
totally
Packers
forgot
in
about that.
Brazil, Sao Paulo. And we got the Eagles. Everybody slipping. Everybody on their ass. Unfortunately, Jordan
Hey.
Love was a little too long on his ass, and he is going to be out
Malik
for a little
Willis.
bit. And Malik Willis' season is happening. Best of wishes to Love, but Malik Willis is going to be starting against the Tennessee Titans. Breaking
It's in
news.
2 weeks.
2
You went
weeks.
too
I
far.
know.
You went too far.
Well, I know we gotta get through your sorry asses, but we gotta go to and face Malik Willis in his return game. That is going to be probably hilariously fun, or is going to crush my soul because Malik Willis sucks. So we should not
We
lose
need to
that
get the
game.
producer, get music rights for I'm Coming Home for that week.
Yeah. And then up next we got the Saints and the Panthers. The Panthers still look like
Oh.
some ass with a new coach.
Oh boy, no.
Yeah, that was really rough. Bryce Young, after looking decent in the preseason, looked terrible today. Derek
Olave
Carr didn't do
even
too
get any
bad.
Catches. What the fuck was that all about? They drafted
Yeah.
Olave so high. They
Yep,
put
and
47 points, not one
Shaheed,
to
bro.
Olave.
Shaheed was like the
Whoa.
underrated guy, but he's gonna be a dog this year. We got the Giants and the Vikings. The Giants look like the Giants that everyone thought the Giants were gonna
Imagine
look
that.
like. Vikings ain't looking too bad, but I mean it's against the Giants,
Sammy
so
D,
who knows?
Sammy D.
It's like facing an FCS school basically in NFL. We got the Patriots and Bengals, which we went into. Joe Burrow looking but we got
Rod
Jacoby
Mayo.
Brissett looking decent. Ramondre Stevenson looking. He had a big game today. And then we got the Steelers against and then we got the Steelers against Falcons. Fields didn't look terrible. Wilson got hurt, and it was determined that Fields was going to be the starter like last minute basically.
The one
But,
game
he
I
didn't look
see
too
a
bad.
second of.
Cousins in his debut had 2 picks and a touchdown. Not terrible, but not great. Actually, good Kirk Cousins experience already for Atlanta. And then we got the Texans and Colts. Unfortunately, not everybody in the AFC South besides the Titans could possibly lose, even though the Titans lost.
Diggs, 2
Texans
touchdown
pushed
catches.
out. Yeah, but Collins had some good catches too. Pierce had a big old catch at the beginning of the game. I saw a little bit of the highlights, but
Diggs
he had a big old
still
catch at the
got
beginning of the
mad
game.
at the coaching staff on the sideline. Was arguing
Shocker,
on the
shocker,
sideline.
shocker.
Got 2 touchdown catches. Was still mad.
The leading rusher for the Colts today was Anthony Richardson, but Joe Mixon looks like a dog, as I thought he was going to be on the team, and Texans just pull out in the end.
Who was the number 1 running back for the Bengals today? Chase Brown.
It was the
Someone
leading
get
rusher,
numbers on
Zach
that.
Moss. Zach
Whoa,
Moss.
whoa.
New rusher, Zach Moss, former Colts
Interesting.
guy. And then we're going to go into the Bills and Cardinals. Cardinals had a good start to start off. They weren't looking too bad. Kyler Murray had a decent game. Good rushing. He was the leading rusher. And at one point, I saw James Cook. I did take a peek at this game a little bit. But James Cook had more rushing attempts than Josh Allen had passes, even though he's 5 for 5. Which was weird, but at the same time, that's the new Bills with Joe Brady. But they pulled it off. Allen collected himself in the end. Keon Coleman, rookie, was the leading receiver for the team. That's a fun stat. And then we got the Titans and Bears. Not going to go in that anymore. Fuck that game. And then we got the Jaguars and Dolphins, which came to a last-second field goal after a comeback. The Jaguars were off to a hot start. But Trevor Lawrence, mid-ass self, kind of sparked out in the end.
Touchdown.
And, actually,
So
Jalen
did
Waddle had a
Miami.
pretty big game, too, including
Miami-Dade Police Department did as well.
Yeah, hey, that was a bulletin board material that Jacksonville did not want them to have, but turned it up and got the dub. And then Seahawks Broncos, a Super Bowl rematch. We had in that one Gino doing a
Whoa,
interesting game in that one.
I don't know about that one. That's
What?
a couple of years ago. It's like the Chiefs
More
playing
than
the
a couple
Packers
years ago.
and being like,
Panthers and the Broncos
whoa,
Super Bowl rematch. Hey, I always say Super Bowl rematch, even though it's like it could be freaking Chiefs and Packers.
Yeah.
Hey, Super Bowl rematch. But
Jets versus Ravens and Colts because it was the Baltimore Colts.
fun
Deep
stat
cuts.
of the day: Bo Nix was the leading rusher for the Broncos. He had a touchdown rushing, but he had 2 interceptions, 26 for 42. In his debut NFL, he threw 42 passes. I don't know
Sean
what
Payton,
the fuck
man.
the Broncos were thinking, but it was a close game, shockingly. But yeah, in a situation like that, it's going to be a miracle to win, especially your freaking rookie QB that's supposed to be a second rounder. Anywho, we got the Chargers and the Raiders, as I was talking about. Raiders, a tough start to the season. Minshew at quarterback. He didn't have the greatest game, but he had a touchdown pass. Lad McConkey, leading receiver for the Chargers with 39 yards. Herbert has
Didn't
17,
Quentin
26.
Johnson have a lot?
Didn't you see that fight? Did you guys see the fight at the very end of the game?
Oh, at the very end, yeah. Who was that?
J.K. Dobbins
that was
had.
Johnson and...
Oh, he went crazy.
Yeah, he
No,
had
Johnson-
135
no,
yards,
Palmer.
10 carries.
Was it Palmer?
Johnson came in the back, and the later
Johnson
round.
had 3 catches for 38. That's not too bad, but he had no touchdowns. J.K. Dobbins, went crazy. And then Cowboys and Browns, we had that one starting off. That's a decent matchup to start the year. Freakazoid Deshaun had 1 touchdown and 2 picks on the day. Browns Deshaun kind of start, and then we had Dak Prescott coming in and throwing a touchdown pass. Decent little start. Zeke Elliott in his return had a touchdown and 40 yards on 10 carries. Nothing too crazy. Stat-wise, this wasn't an insane game, but Dallas looked like they took care of business. And then we had the Buccaneers and Commanders. Commanders really took control of this game, it looks like, the whole way from the start. And Mayfield had 4 touchdown passes, 289 yards. Jaden Daniels was the leading rusher for the I almost said name for the Commanders today, and they had he had 2 touchdowns, 88 receiving yards, no touchdown passes, but not a bad game for a start. Unfortunately, they got whooped by the Buccaneers. And then what we got going on right now is the Rams and Lions. Close one that we got is 20-17 at the moment I'm speaking about this. J-Mo has 116 receiving yards on 4 catches, touchdown, STL, stand up. Cooper Kupp is doing decent. He has 13 catches and 105 yards with a touchdown. Kyron Williams has a touchdown. Cooper got hurt.
Puka did. Nakua.
Puka got hurt. Very unfortunate, but hey, Cooper Kupp's that guy in the end, no matter what position he's in. Stood up. Stafford's having the Stafford game. 306 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. And it's a close one, like I said. So it seems like a tweet I just saw below it. Goff having some trouble reading the Rams defense. Durant got up for that, though. So it looks like that it's a weird QB matchup right now, but close and gritty. Sunday Night Football. Everyone's got to go all out. And that is the wrap-up for NFL from Nick Howard.
Wow.
Jets Monday night.
Yeah, that too.
I don't care about that. No one's a Jets fan around here anyways. Let's go 49ers. You guys want to look at...
Slur.
We had our fantasy football draft here 2 weeks ago, so I want to give a quick update on fantasy, how teams are doing.
Share the screen.
I'm going to share it here in a second.
What?
I got it right here. I got it all ready, bro. Right here. Okay.
Hurry.
Right now, number 1, I just destroyed Wyatt. I had a bunch of great players.
Bro, what?
Yeah,
Damn, with Saquon?
Yeah,
Holy
he had
shit.
Saquon, and I just played really,
You
really
had a
well.
ton
I
of players.
had
God damn.
Jameson go off.
J-Mo.
Tyreek, and I had
I wanted him
Lamar.
so bad,
22
bro.
on my
I made
bench,
so
which
many
kind of really sucks, but, when you get an easy
proposals.
win like that, it's pretty nice. Then we've got Mr. Caleb Turner and Double Chocolate Cookie, main man from way out west.
Double chocolate cookie.
Those guys.
Boom.
P4, how did you see this matchup, dude? Any thoughts on your team? Are you gonna make any adjustments? Maybe some trades?
Who's that 0-0?
T.
Well,
Higgins.
Higgins, that was my big issue. So I missed that one. Go down. Spears didn't do much.
You started
Leggett
Spears.
didn't do much.
Never mind.
No, I'm looking at my
did-
bench because who would I have replaced him with?
Who's your flex? I'm hold on.
Olave.
I got Olave. Yeah, what
That's
the
why you're
fuck, man?
pissed. Shaheed, man. Should've been a Shaheed believer.
I
Kyle
don't trust
Pitts was
receivers.
almost your
Yeah.
top
Oh,
scorer.
look at
though.
Daniels'
Daniels, fancy guy.
granddad's bench. Caleb Turner's bench.
Yeah, Jaden Reed.
Jaden Reed and
And Jarvinet. Oh,
33
and
on the
Likely,
bench.
too. He's
Dude,
26
that's-
on the bench, too.
That's gotta stink. That's gotta stink.
I mean, he's
hard.
lucky that P4 didn't have a great
I mean,
week.
yeah, at least he got the dub.
But that sucks.
disappointing.
So you,
I still think the squad's gonna be fine.
it's week
A lot
one.
of young guys.
Yeah, it's week 1. We'll have to wait
I
and
know.
see.
I
It's
usually
a
draft
rebuilding-
guys
it's a
based on
rebuilding
like,
season.
yeah, how they're gonna play in like week 14 when they start playing the young guys. We gotta get these
That's like
kids
my
some
bench.
touches.
My bench is like they're gonna be so good week 10.
P4's team starts off 0-1. That's okay. They'll have plenty of weeks left.
Not yet. Fuck off.
Talk about your team. What else do you want to talk about with your team?
Brees Hall can outscore A-Rod by 20 points and I win.
Whoa, bro, you better knock on wood for that, bro.
I don't
Yes.
know. I think that means A-Rod gets hurt, so I'm not really
Yeah.
totally into that. But we'll see.
Are you ready to move on to the
Tyrod
next
Taylor.
team? Next team, are you good? Do you have all your sayings in?
Oh yeah,
Oh, okay. I just want to double check. You know.
Rex team.
I got Mr. Casey Rose is currently getting his ass handed to him to
Golly.
Ethan Crandall. Ethan, the Cowboys fan, the guy that nobody likes.
Marvin Harrison.
He just had his team just put up a pooper. Like his kicker was almost his
Why
top
is-
scorer.
CMC might not even play tomorrow.
Yeah, it is true. That would suck too.
Holy shit.
He just got
Yeah,
worked.
James
Cobb's
Conner
got
was his best
32.
Look at
Mixon's got
Fairbairn.
26. Yeah, Fairbairn at 17. I need to really edit those based on his
What
What
does
does his
bench
bench
have?
look like?
His bench
no,
didn't really
no.
have anything going either. I
Nothing.
mean, yeah, Devontae did not play well.
Oh my word, dude.
That's a tough one for Mr. Casey Rose, man. It's gonna
Yeah,
be
I
a
don't
struggle.
like Ethan winning anything.
Yeah, and everybody wants to see him lose. Everybody just God, that kid.
As commish, can you just like drop good players? From
I
the team?
should. I honestly should. I think that'd be a good idea. He's not even here to realize it, so like, I mean, we could just deny it if it happened.
Win.
Here's the next one. Mr. Howard, sir, not looking too hot, but you know, you never know. George Kittle could totally not do anything. But just what's your thoughts on your week for fantasy?
All right. I think that it wasn't bad to start off. Drake London didn't do really much. It looked like he wasn't targeted too much from what I
When
heard.
8 of my players were playing and only 2 of his were playing. We looked
Trey
very good.
McBride. Yeah, I could have made a better decision at QB. I really thought about that, but you know,
Tony
game is
Pollard,
game.
wow.
I put in. Yeah, Tony Pollard carried a little bit. Team's
AJ
defense isn't
Brown.
too good.
Wow.
I made Nick Folk. Yeah, AJ had a bad start, but he got that big
B-Rob.
touchdown catch,
Cooper
and
Kupp's so good at football.
yeah, B-Rob had a touchdown score. I hope Gibbs scores like one more
On the
TD.
end
That would be
racism,
nice.
sideline
But
They-
he's
they
got Kittle
probably
remaining,
won't. They're
so
gonna be down.
it's gonna be tough. But not a terrible start. Scary Terry didn't have too good of a season. And
Quincy
then
Williams,
his
first
kicker
team
had
All-Pro coverage linebacker.
was Josh Allen too. It was a tough matchup, but you know, not bad. Not bad week one. I'd
Yeah,
say.
you really didn't have too much on your bench. I mean, obviously the quarterback would have helped, but not
Like
terrible.
I said, a lot of it is like they'll be good week 10.
Yeah, so we'll
I
have to
took
wait.
a lot
and
of
see.
Nick Howard's players.
Yeah, that's
You guys like share the same system? Like, do you guys like your war room?
Well,
No,
I
a couple of
also
his
I actually
players
like
were
proposed
low-key
like I also
sleepers.
proposed like 50 trades to UPC for JMO.
I was not
All of
giving
them.
you JMO. I know. And you kept trying
Very
to trade me
sad.
for
When I
JMO.
saw
was
that I
like,
missed him in the draft, I wanted to cry. And
I was like,
trying my
I
best,
knew. I
but
thought this might be his really good year because I mean, and I know Amon's there, but it's the
every year is a
second
damn
guy.
good year. He's JMO.
Well, he had hurt. He was hurt. He was coming off an injury last year, so he
Keep it
played
with
well,
him.
so it wasn't crazy. But I mean, we'll have to wait and see. This next one, Herzing, is actually currently winning right now, but Mr. Jake Morgan has a good chance at coming back. He's got Garrett Wilson.
He's not willing to give up Garrett Wilson either.
Yeah,
I checked, triple checked.
I doubt. Yeah, that's one he's probably not willing to give up. But he had a good week here with Aaron. Nico had a good game. But
Poor Herzing. He is trying to give up Pittman to like the entire league.
Yeah, nobody
and
wants
he
Pittman.
didn't really do too much week 1, which is not a shocker.
Yeah, Pittman didn't do anything. I mean, Alex Pierce really took over in that game. Nobody really on their bench, really huge contributor, could have really changed. Just we'll have to wait and see. It's 17 points. Garrett Wilson, the kicker. We'll have to wait and see. Hopefully for P4's Jets,
Chiefs
he has
defense,
more.
-2.
Yeah, that is pretty bad. They did not play very well, but that's okay because if we play like that, we're not going to do anything in the postseason. So.
Oh, but the Ravens are sore losers because they say that they could have played better.
Yeah.
Because the Chiefs fucking sucked and they somehow still won.
Yeah.
Couldn't imagine it has anything to do with that yellow thing that those guys wearing striped shit.
It's don't blame us for everybody else.
Not
cheering us
blaming
on.
you. I'm just saying that it's crazy to blame them.
When are we going to talk about KU football?
That's in college. You can't be skipping over subjects or P4. Mr. Mayman from way out west is going to have an aneurysm, okay? We got to stay on topic. Stay on topic. We have one more thing. We got to talk about Kyle's team. I know no one wants to talk about the 10-day contract guy. But
No, we could skip Kyle's.
Kyle, how's your team? Your team looks like you're going to win. How does your team look? How are you excited about this year?
I have a quarterback problem.
Herb.
Vikings.
You want to give me Stevenson?
No, he's going in the lineup next week.
Over who?
Yeah, who you taking
Probably
out?
DJ. I'm probably putting Rasheed at wide receiver and Stevenson. I'll put him in those flex.
Hey,
She
do you want me
Rice
to
yet
trade,
again?
Kyle? Do you want me
No.
to trade?
No.
Why not?
Rasheed
Why
Rice,
not?
Slant Boy.
Let's make a trade, Kyle.
Dude, we're not doing trades right now.
What are you thinking?
Dude, no, we're not doing trades right now. Last time you traded someone with me, I made the worst decision of my life.
That is true. He did win a league that year.
Yeah,
Ended your
Kyle
season.
traded me the #1 player in fantasy 2 years in a row.
Last year you did well, didn't you?
Kyle
Last
did, yeah,
year,
because
yes.
he didn't trade with me last year, so you
Yeah.
broke the curse.
Yeah.
Trade
So-
with me this year, please.
Vikings defense could pick up.
They did play really well.
That's so stupid to say.
21 points. That is pretty nuts for a guy.
And they had
Vikings
dude,
defense.
Cowboys
Vikings
defense.
defense played the Cowboys. Who do
They
play?
played the North Dakota State Vikings.
They play San Francisco, so good luck with that. That defense.
We'll
is
see.
gonna get-
I'll trade you.
Trade for defenses.
Yeah, so we'll have to wait and see on this. It's going to be a weekly thing. I was going to think maybe we'll get some of the guys that drafted with us to come and answer some few interview-style questions about their team, just to kind of mix it up, whatever. But now since we talked about the professional sport, we are going to go to the college sport a little bit. Just a few little notes from myself, and then the guys can kind of cover what they saw. First, I wanted to talk about was my Kansas Jayhawks football. K-Stelt's shaking his head because I'm the same way with this. JD threw 3 picks, looked like dog shit, lost to Illinois. Neal was getting an average of, what, 8 rushes a carry?
Almost 8.
Yeah,
Almost 8
and then they
carries.
decided to just throw the ball deep every single play, and it didn't work all night. The defense honestly didn't play terrible. It's just our offense it's just ridiculous. I'm glad they're out of the top 25. They don't deserve to be in there. Hopefully they can get back on track. They can still win the Big 12. It's a road game against a Big 10 opponent. I mean, even though it's Illinois. So we'll have to wait and see on that. But it's very disappointing. Well, I just don't know if they got to run the ball more. I mean, if you want to try to open it up with JD using his legs and getting Grimm involved and everybody involved in the offense, passing offense, you got to run the ball. And we have Neal, who is an absolute stud, and Highshaw as a guy that comes in that's a really great back as well. So I really think we need to run the ball more. However, I'm not an offensive coordinator, but K-Stel, you had the same reaction as I did to the Jayhawks losing. Just wanted to know your thoughts on the team and where it leads to. Does it lead to them winning the Big 12 or no?
they're not out of the picture. Let's get something completely straight here. Their schedule coming up is not hard at all. But yeah, no, losing this game is gonna not do bode well in their chances because it's a loss that they could have easily won. This is the moment where, as a fan, when I say I could have done a better job as the offensive coordinator, I'm not even kidding. It was a very simple idea of putting the ball in Devin Neal's hand and forcing Illinois to stop him from getting more than 7 yards a carry. Once you do that, then you can spread the ball a little bit more. What Jeff Grimes did continue to do after he saw Devin Neal run the ball really well was throw the ball to the most elite part of that Illinois defense, which was their backfield. Their corners were really good. Their safeties were really good, and we decided to throw the ball down there. Now, that is also JD's fault for just not being a good thrower. He just put a ton of bad throws on the field, and it was unacceptable. Our offensive line is really good. Our running backs are really good. Our defense is really good. I know our defense kind of got stumbled all the time, but when you give up, when you have 4 turnovers in a game, you can't really go out and blame your defense for anything. That's just putting them on the field too many times. It's unacceptable. And Jeff Grimes, if he does this again, he should be fired after the next game. And I'm not being sarcastic. That is a criminal offense to watch a player who is averaging 7 to 8 yards a carry and give him 14 touches the entire game. That is diabolical. That is treason, or you're just the worst offensive coordinator ever to exist. They had good plays too. It's not like he's stupid in all these areas. He had a lot of good plays. It's just he tried to get too cute with some things. And Jaden Daniels, I'm going to say it, is not the best down the field thrower. He can throw down the field. Or Jalen, my bad, sorry. But it's silly and it's a bad loss, and the loss is on Jeff Grimes and Jalen Daniels. That's it. Which was not, Jeff Grimes, yes, I had questions about him because he came from Baylor, and Baylor wasn't really that good offensively. And Jalen Daniels just didn't show up, and we deserve every bit of trash talk from all those K-State fans. Everyone. Mizzou, all of them.
Yeah.
We'll eat it because we deserve it. Because that was a pathetic loss put on 2 people, which is unacceptable. You're going to lose as a team. Don't have one guy just blow it for you. It's unacceptable. But I will say, the best part about that whole game, and I'm not trying to have a moral victory moment, but KU football is so powerful and so good that a Big Ten school rushed the field after they beat them.
Yeah, because Illinois shouldn't be fucking winning, and you guys are dipshits.
Illinois is a good team. They're
Luke Altmaier. Yeah, and Daniel Jones is a good quarterback.
Their defense is good. Their backfield is incredible. No, I don't think Luke Altmaier is going to be the guy, but they have really good receivers, and they also
I don't think
have
they're
really
bad, but
they're going to be.
It was a tough loss. It was a tough loss.
It should have won, but a Big Ten school, Power 5 school, rushing the field after being KU.
Didn't y'all rush the field when y'all beat an FCS school that one time?
I never talked about KU rushing the field. I talked about someone rushing the field.
What?
For KU.
Wait.
No, that was a pretty low moment in KU football, and I was like, guys, what are we doing? I don't speak to the actual KU students. I'm considered a KU athletic fan, just because my grandparents.
Kyle is imaginary AD for KU.
Yeah, that was not rushing the field after an FCS win. That was pretty. Other than
I agree.
Other than that, let's talk about something else.
Well, speaking of really bad losses, I guess we can talk about Notre Dame losing to Northern Illinois. Huge win there for Northern Illinois. It's just really cool to see going to College Station, going into that hostile environment, Notre Dame, and pulling out the win, and then coming home for your home opener, and everybody's really excited. You're now a top 6 program in the nation, and you let a team like Northern Illinois stick around and be in the game and end up winning it at the very end for them. And it's Notre Dame. They got a lot of stuff to fix. That was really bad. That was definitely the worst loss of the week. But that one or Mr. Time Shador Sanders leave with 2 minutes left in the game and pretend like it's not your fault at all, getting your ass kicked by Big Red in Nebraska. That one might have been worse. I don't.
O-line fucking sucks.
And I'm not saying that like it's
I'm
all
not
Shador.
even standing up for him, but yeah.
Right, yeah, like obviously he got hit.
I agree
he
with
got
you're saying,
sacked, like,
though.
6
I get what you're saying.
times. Like I totally get it, but like there's 2 minutes left in the game. You're not gonna lose. You're not gonna win, and you leave the stadium. You leave the sideline and go back to the locker room. And I'm obviously not a professional person. So I have no idea, but like. That just seems highly disrespectful to the game itself. It just seems like a selfish player.
It's not surprising from him.
I mean, there was so much hype last year for Colorado, and now it's like they don't have an offensive line. Their defense
Same problems
looks
as
like
last year, honestly. It literally looks like it looks like the same Colorado with a worse rushing team, worse rushing unit, and a better Travis Hunter. But
you feel
otherwise,
you
it's the
feel
same
for
Colorado.
Travis.
It's because
Travis
Prime
keeps
is not.
balling
It's because he's not a good recruiter. He does not recruit well.
Which is wild.
It's very simple. Huh?
Why is that not wild? If Deion Sanders comes to your house and goes, "Hey, I want you to come play for me," you're gonna say no.
Yeah, but I think one of the most important.
I think he's not aggressive with the O line. Like,
Right.
No,
the
he's
guys he got in the
skill guy.
O
He's a
line
sky
was
guy.
just like some guys that
he
might
gets-
be good, but
he gets
nobody
really good
that's been
skill
proven.
position players, but he doesn't go out and go to the transfer portal. Get a really good veteran tackle. Get a good guard. That's what good teams do. It's what a lot of good teams do. It's a simple process.
Yeah. Tennessee looked really good against NC State. Really, really good. That team might be really scary to watch in the SEC. Obviously, there's some real big juggernauts over there in the SEC this year, but they'll be very exciting to watch. Iowa State winning at the very last second to win the what's their trophy called? It's like the Cy-Hawk Bowl or Cy-Hawk Trophy or whatever. Win at the very last second.
Most obese state trophy.
Yeah, I don't know, but Iowa.
Ain't that Arkansas?
No, that's Iowa, dude. That's
Arkansas
Iowa.
almost beat Oklahoma State, which was also a pretty big game. That one went to overtime. We'll just have to wait and see.
Arkansas's defense is awful, dude.
Yeah, it's just the way it is, man.
They let the whoever Oklahoma State's quarterback look like a stud. That's unbelievable.
Yeah,
That's unbelievable.
Oklahoma State.
7th year senior.
Oh, tie game, dude.
But
Tie game. 17 seconds.
yeah, if any of the dudes got any other parts of the college football week 2.
I could do a little rundown real quick and kind of go over the AP, and then if anyone's kind of branch off, I could. But are you closing for your at the moment?
Yeah,
session
I'll
with
do
college
the picks and stuff whenever everybody's done. But yeah.
Oh yeah, okay. Here, I'll do a quick rundown. You talked about a lot of it. So starting off, I mean Georgia faced Tennessee Tech, but Carson Beck looked pretty decent, I thought, in that game. I didn't look too bad. DJ Legway for Florida, after a rough start for Graham Mertz, made his first career start as a freshman, and he looked pretty good. I know it's against Stanford, FCS, yada yada, but he had a couple of throws that were pretty nice. So I'm kind of interested to see what he does. Then we got Ohio State having the easiest first 2 weeks ever. They won 56-0 against Western Michigan, who sucks ass. Alabama and South Florida was really close at one point, and it looked like it was going to be South Florida had a good defense, but then all of a sudden, out of nowhere in the fourth quarter, Bama just went nuts and beat them by nearly 30 points. Northern Illinois, Notre Dame, we went over. Their head coach, I can't think of the name off the top of my head, but he has had a couple of seasons now. Last year they lost to Marshall in the beginning of the year, and now they do the same kind of embarrassing upset to Northern Illinois. It's Marcus Williams. But it's going to be interesting to see how that goes with that squad. It's definitely not the Brian Kelly Notre Dame for sure, as everyone in South Bend has been familiar with. Mississippi had Jackson Dart complete his first 24 passes a game, SEC record, which is pretty nuts in Middle Tennessee, but still pretty crazy for anybody to do that. Penn State was down at one point to Bowling Green, and after a what I thought was going to be developed, they're not bad, but
They're good.
after what I thought was going to be a developed year for Penn State, potentially a natty run in the playoffs, they look really rough. Drew Allaire really doesn't look like too much of what we thought he was going to be. Their defense for Penn State looks really rough right now. Utah was putting them some good work for Baylor. Cam Rising didn't do too bad after his return this season for the start, but he got hurt. But nonetheless, it's Holyhand. But I mean, nonetheless, Utah looked pretty good going into the Big 12 right now. Miami, Florida A&M, yada yada. I mean, Cam Ward show looks like it's still carrying. He right now, in my opinion, is the Heisman favorite. Tennessee, no bias. Tennessee, North Carolina State was good. Like you said, they whooped them. Tennessee looks pretty nice. Oklahoma and Houston had a close one. I thought Oklahoma was going to look a lot better on offense in this one because Houston didn't look too good last week against UNLV. They looked very shaky, but Oklahoma did not take care of business as they thought. They were up 14-6 at half and only won 16-12. So a safety was the only thing they got in the second half. Oklahoma State, Arkansas, we went over. That was a close one in overtime. Kansas State and Tulane was a fun game. I saw the highlights of that one, actually, and they had a crazy scoop and score that was big to really claim the victory over that in the end and scratch out against Tulane. Doesn't look like a bad school for the power group of five. But, K-State looked decent in that one. I was not very impressed with LSU's performance against Nicholls State. Brian Kelly chewed out the kicker for missing a field goal, which sure, like that. But, I don't know what Brian Kelly is on. He's pissed at the team, I guess, so far. I didn't really have too much faith in them this year, and I just don't think they're going to look that good going in. Probably miss the playoffs, but they got a big recruiting class coming in next year, so not too much of a worry. We talked about the Illinois-Kansas game. Sorry, my KU boys. And we got Iowa State. I thought Rocco Beck looked pretty good in this one. I saw a little bit of that. And then that doesn't matter. Syracuse, Georgia Tech. Q's boys came out on top. We'll go a little more into depth on that in a little bit. But, that was a fun one.
Did I miss the FCS segment?
FCS segment?
Oh, okay. You haven't gone through those games yet.
The FCS. Yeah. When I talk about freaking, I don't even know. But last one in Clemson State, yada yada. But we'll go over the AP poll as I was just rambling a lot there about the top schools, but yada. Doesn't matter. So the AP poll, we got 1 Georgia, doesn't matter. 2 Texas, they got that. We got 4 first place votes. Ohio State at 3. They've had, like I said, the easiest first 2 weeks. Alabama at 4, Ole Miss 5, Mizzou 6, Tennessee 7, Penn State at 8 still, even though a close one against Bowling Green. 9, Oregon. They had a close one against Boise State. I didn't really go too much into that, but they just squeaked by in that one. Boise State looks decent this year. They had a close one. I'm excited to see how they turn out. 10, Miami, 11, USC, 12, Utah, 13, Oklahoma State, 14, Kansas State, 15, Oklahoma, 16, LSU, 17, Michigan, 18, Notre Dame. They fell from 5 to 18 after losing to Northern Illinois.
Went out.
Well, here's the crazy part that's coming up. So 19, Louisville, 20, Arizona, who had a pretty close first half against Northern Arizona.
They will not.
I don't know what they're going to do this year because that was interesting.
Really
yeah, that's going to be an interesting team. 21, Iowa State, 22, Clemson. 23, Nebraska. Nebraska is now ranked, and here is where it gets interesting, in my opinion. So Boston College is 24 after beating Duquesne in the first week, and then they beat Florida State, who was ranked, but in my opinion, Florida State has done nothing. Shout out Northern Illinois. It's the first time that they've been ranked since 2013 when they had Jordan Lynch as their quarterback. If you want to look up Jordan Lynch highlights, that is a crazy quarterback for college football. But, that one's really, really interesting pick. I mean, the voting, others receiving votes, you got Illinois, that was just on the border for that one, which I guess makes sense. I mean, they beat a 19-ranked team. Boise State, you got Syracuse just outside.
Lynch
And
as a
Vanderbilt
quarterback
received votes, so that's pretty shocking.
Did KU
But
receive
yeah,
any votes?
Kansas received. Well, I mean, I think are they not so ranked?
No,
Oh, they're not
they
ranked
didn't
anymore.
get- no,
Yeah, they did not receive
Illinois
a
is
single
bad
vote.
loss. It's a bad
That is
loss.
pretty crazy. Oh, you know, you're right. That's 22. They had 22. They did receive 22 votes, just under Iowa and above Vanderbilt. But yeah, that's
They'll be back. In
Northern Illinois and Boston College. I mean, it's a wacky start
I
to
think
the season.
they
but-
realized that the top of that list is just kind of nothing.
Yeah, I mean, everyone
they
so
kinda-
far
they
up
lo-
top seems like they handle business besides
They-
Notre Dame.
They
but-
locked down at the end of the season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Texas
we're not
A&M
putting
though,
them
that's an interesting one as they just beat McNeese State and they're the second outside. Even
Dude, they lost to
so,
Notre
they got
Dame.
smoked to Notre Dame, who lost to Northern Illinois, who's ranked. I have no clue what's going on with the AP poll. It doesn't really matter in about 7 weeks when the college playoff stuff comes out. But I mean, interesting start to the season if that doesn't wrap it up enough. And yeah, on to week 3.
Yeah, that definitely will probably wrap it up. I don't know if we can get into the FCS schools like P4 said, or maybe we can even go to high school. Football is. Kind
Hey,
of
can we talk about the Mules? Can we talk about the
Yeah,
UCM
Mules
Mules?
are good.
Mules? We can't talk about the Mules.
63 to what? 27 or something.
Mules
It's crazy.
down. Whatever. Cool, they won. Nice, awesome.
I don't support
Great.
that.
Mules. Okay.
Not out.
Doing a real quick overview of our picks from last week. We're not going to go into each game, but the overall record. So I currently went 1-3 this week, and went 2-6 overall. P4 ended up going 3-1. Another great week for him. He went 7-1 overall. Really, just absolute great performance there by the main man from way out west. K-Stel went 2-2 this week. No, he did not. He did not go 2-2. You went 1-3.
Yes, I did.
No, you didn't pick.
Yes,
no,
I did
you
go
picked
2-2.
Nebraska to not cover. You picked the spread. I have it
Yes,
on
I
there.
did.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
I said spread.
You said that he did not think that they were going to cover. You said that Nebraska was.
about this.
They had been last week. You said that if you
So I
did not,
lose?
yes, you lose. If you put
So I
money,
lose?
if I say this in the thing,
I don't
say,
put money.
Pick it. If you pick it, you lost. We could.
I
we
didn't
talked about
bet.
this
It doesn't
last
count.
year, bro.
I said money line. They
That's
win.
not the thing. That's
Oh
not
my
the
god.
thing.
Oh
All
my
right, whatever.
10-day contract,
Whatever,
guys.
dude.
Whatever.
What?
No, give yourself the
Ever.
win. If you're so
No,
confident in your
whatever.
no, he's 2-2
No,
this
it's your
week.
rules. It's
Whatever.
your rules.
It doesn't matter.
It's your
it's a stupid
rules.
game.
It's your rules.
So then
It's your
Howard went
rules.
2-2. He is currently 2-2 on the year as well. So yeah, we had obviously.
Wait, did I have Nebraska in the points? Does that mean I went 8-0?
Yeah.
No, you had Colorado.
He had Nebraska. He had lost
I had
on.
Texas.
You had Iowa. You had Iowa P4.
Oh yeah, he was Iowa with me.
Yeah, I had Iowa State. That was the only one that I won. So yeah. So there's our current records, right? Continuing to go throughout the year. Here are our 4 matchups. And here, let me make this very obvious at the very beginning so we're not confused. You either pick the team that is going to, like the underdog, and if you're going to pick the team that's supposed to win, you need to pick either they're going to cover or not cover. If you get one of them wrong, it's wrong. Clip it. Bookmark
Kyle,
it.
I'm writing down exactly what you say tonight. No excuses.
I've been writing them
So
down
I
the
can't pick a
entire time.
team to go just money line. So
What
I
do you-
can't.
No,
pick a
because you
team-
make an
Same
excuse for it, and then you
It's so silly, dude.
follow the rules.
The
Kyle,
rules
you
were
can,
established.
but you didn't.
Yeah. But, so since we all know the rules, do we understand the rules, K-Step? Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, I get it. No,
let's-
I understand the rules. I just think it's stupid. They're dumb rules.
Rigged.
Yeah, it's rigged, totally. Just like Smarter Dub's rigged. That's why I've lost twice. So, the picks for this week is going to be Alabama versus Wisconsin. Okay, Alabama is favored by 16 points. So let's go around to the dudes and see who we're picking. So let's start off with Mr. K. Stout. Sir, the line is 16 in favor of Alabama. What is your prediction for this week?
I'm gonna go Alabama to cover.
Alabama to cover. Are you sure?
I
Gotcha.
liked Alabama in that fourth quarter. They turned it on to another gear, and Milrow, it's Milrow, right?
Jalen
Their
Milrow.
quarterback? Yeah, he's a stud. I like him. It's Alabama, but they're still Alabama.
Okay. Mr. Howard, sir, who do you got in this matchup?
Just want to start this off saying fuck Bama, but I do think that Wisconsin, I mean, they faced Western Michigan and South Dakota, and they have beat both those guys the first 2 weeks by a combined of 28 points, those two schools. And Tyler Van Dyke is their quarterback. If you know prospect 2 years ago, hadn't done shit since he got noted as that. But yeah, I think Bama is just... Bama's Bama still. I mean, they had a little rough start. I think South Florida is actually going to be decent for a Group of 5 school. Even though they're on the road, I still think they're just going to take care of business. They kind of know what they're doing. Milrose still runs the ball well. I think they're covers spread as well. So,
Main man from way out west, do you have the same type of thinking, or is it something different?
You know, I'm looking at these games that you picked, and at least the other ones, like I kind of knew. I don't know anyone from any of these teams. So this is darts at the dartboard. Really,
I don't know nothing about Bama.
I know Milrow, but I don't know how they're supposed to perform this year in the SEC and all that. I know that my fucking Auburn Tigers and my Road to Glory were the SEC champs, so I don't know how Bama's going to look. I guess I'll take Bama, but give me the 16 points.
You could do that. I'm gonna.
So,
I'm
no,
gonna.
no, not like that. Wisconsin plus 16 is what I have.
Okay, cool. All right.
So Wisconsin will lose, but they'll
Yeah.
lose by less than 16.
oh, okay. Okay, never mind. I'm dumb. Yeah, I got you. Shout out Jam Miller. Jam is a pretty dope first name, if that's the case.
Yeah, bro. And
Detroit
then
first and goal in overtime.
I am going to piggyback off of P4's pick. I think Wisconsin will be able to keep it a little bit closer.
Oh, now who's
just
not
at
an original
Wisconsin.
thinker?
I'm not an original thinker. I like to take other people's ideas. That's the whole point of this, isn't it?
I would have
Why
shit
would I not?
myself if he said Wisconsin was going to win it.
No. I don't think that much of Wisconsin, but I think they'll be all right this year. Matchup number 2.
The badges.
In Memphis playing at the 0-2 Florida State Seminoles. Seminoles are 5.5 point favorite. Your case out. What's your opinion? Who do you think's gonna win?
This is interesting, because I think after these losses from Florida State, they're either going to come into this game and just completely blow out Memphis, or they're going to lose. So, man, DJ's so bad. I'm gonna pick. Memphis is not going to lose by more than 5. More than 6 points, or more than 5.5 points.
Alrighty, Mr. Howard, sir, what are your thoughts?
I think Memphis is a pretty good squad. They had a good win against a decent Troy team this past week for a Group of 5 standards at least. I think they're supposed to be pretty good. If their quarterback comes to show up, Seth Henning, they have a really good running back in Mario Anderson, who had a big game this week. They're definitely a good chance to have the Group of 5 spot in the college football playoffs, in my opinion. And even going to Doak, Florida State looks all out of sorts. I mean, like Kyle said, we're looking for a big game for DJU. And yes, it's home, and Memphis isn't like a world beater, but I think Memphis is a lot better than maybe most in the country are expecting right now. I think that they will win and get the upset, apparently.
Main man from way out
Florida
west.
State fans gotta like.
What's your thoughts on this?
Florida State fans hate Florida State right now.
I want Memphis plus 5.5. Because I do agree with Kyle's statement that they're either going to get blown out or they're going to lose. Or they're going to... Florida State is either going to blow out Memphis or Florida State is going to lose. So I think that's kind of my way to cover my ass on that. So I don't know. I think Memphis could just shit the bed, but...
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna bank on Memphis shitting the bed and DJU getting a little bit back on track. Nothing crazy. I still don't have any faith in that team. But I'm gonna pick Florida State.
The Tigers disrespect.
I'm gonna take Florida State to cover that 5.5 points. That means they gotta win by a touchdown.
Can't wait to
I think they
win
can
that one.
Yeah, we'll keep updated on that. And then our third one is Boston College at Mizzou. It's going to be Mizzou is supposed to win. The line is 16 points against number 24 ranked Boston College. K-Stel, what do you think?
I think Mizzou wins, but they're not going to cover. Boston College has a really good offense, and Castellanos is a phenomenal quarterback. But I do think that Mizzou's offense is just too good. I know their defense is really good, but man, this Boston College offense is really, really, really good. Do not sleep on them. So, Mizzou is not covering, but I do.
Howard, do you have the same type of thought process, or do you think there's going to be an upset, or?
Yeah, I kind of agree with. I do agree with Castellanos. I thought he was underrated last year, even though his stats didn't look great. And this year, he looks to be kind of coming in his own form. At the same time, I think Florida State's rushing defense is very abysmal this year, if I must say, and that's where they really took advantage of the Seminoles, Boston College. It's looking to be an interesting kind of season maybe for Boston College, but I mean, I think in Como at the same time, the Tigers will take advantage of this. And what did you say the spread was? I'm sorry.
16 points.
16.
Oh, I don't think Mizzou's defense is like crazy insane this season, so I think that Mizzou will get the dub, but I think Boston College will make it close. So closer than 16. So give me that.
Alrighty, main man from way out west.
Wait, can I ask you a question? Is this different than this?
No, I just had it the other way.
Well, because it is different. Because if Memphis wins, I don't want to lose.
Fuck are you talking about?
If Memphis covers, you win. You just want Memphis to cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But what if Memphis
Florida
wins?
State.
Memphis
Then
wins
I
outright.
win. Then I win.
Yeah.
But that's just like an extra point to you. I should also win. Then you get like an extra point, but I shouldn't lose. There's not 3 outcomes to a game.
That's the way we've been doing it the entire time.
What the fuck are we talking about?
This is the same
People
thing.
want
We've been
to-
doing this
We doing
since
an asterisk for you too?
Before wants Memphis to cover.
No. This is. It should
It's very
just be +5.
Yeah,
So
it's-
if Memphis closes in from the spread, then you just don't get the dub. Right? That's what we're
The way I
doing.
had it
saying
was if
I
you pick
want
the
Boston-
underdog, you either pick Boston College, and if you pick the underdog, or you pick the winner, whoever's supposed to win, you either pick if you think they're going to cover or if they're not going to cover. We've had that 3 options the entire time. If you guys want to change it, we can change it. We can talk about that
Okay,
off
but
stream.
is there is there a 4th option? Is there a 4th option where I can just take Boston College +16?
I mean, if you really want to.
I mean, that's an option.
Yeah, Boston College +16. I can do that on my ticket at the
Yes.
booth.
So
Why'd you bring up Memphis pick?
Well, that was like the one I was looking at, and I think I want to do the same thing on that pick.
Oh, so you want to change it?
No, it's the same thing.
Oh,
I
you're doing the
think. It's
same
just
thing.
It's
So
the wording is weird.
Mizzou's winning, but you think that Boston College will
I don't know.
close in.
Honestly,
No,
I
he
just
just
wanted
wants
to-
Boston College to cover 16.
Yeah,
It's so
okay.
simple.
Yeah.
Well,
If they
P4
win or
explained
lose, it
that
doesn't
way
matter.
more difficult. But yes, that's okay. That's what you want. Basically the same thing as the Memphis one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, win or lose, if they cover 16, he wins the point. Like, you win the money.
this is the most
God.
intelligent conversation we've ever had on this podcast.
What?
The most intelligent.
Our,
It's like talking to
our
fourth graders.
viewers don't know what the fuck you're talking about right now.
Do you? What's your answer?
Oh, I want Boston College plus 16. And
Okay.
Plus 16.
So there you go. There we go.
Glad we
There we go.
finally
Write it
got
down.
to that.
Write it down.
Okay.
I said that. Run back the tape. I said that fucking 4 minutes ago.
Why'd you
I'm
bring up
taking
the Memphis-
I'm taking Boston College.
Because that's the one I'm reading right now.
I'm taking the same thing that K-Stout took. I think Mizzou's gonna win, but they're not gonna win by 116. So that's my pick.
Will you get an extra point more?
Final
But that's how this is-
one, and we can actually move on from football instead of talking about it for 4 hours. We got Colorado State minus 7.5. K-Stout.
Oh shit. That's gonna be a fun one.
It's at Colorado State.
Colorado State covers. I want Colorado State plus 7.5. That's it.
Okay.
I'm not picking a winner
Yes, sir.
because that's what I can do now.
Yes, sir. Okay. Howard, go ahead, man. What's your pick for this week?
I said this would be a fun one, but so far from what I'm seeing, it doesn't look like this Colorado State team is really full of world beaters. But I mean, at the same time, it's Colorado, so I shouldn't even really say that. What is the spread for this game?
7.5.
And it's at Colorado State. I think Colorado bounces back. I know they've kind of had a really shaky year. I think Nebraska really kind of came into its own. They could be decent this year. So, like I said, it looks like the same Colorado, but 7.5. I think Colorado will win this, but I would say that Colorado State will probably close in. It's a tough rivalry game, so I mean, anything can happen, especially on the road. So I'll go Colorado winning, but Colorado State will cover.
Cool. Main man for Way Out West.
Colorado State plus 7.5.
All right, I'm picking Colorado to cover. That's the end of our 4.5 hour long football segment. Main man from Way Out West, you can take over for some UFC fight night stuff.
Gilbert Burns versus Sean Brady, UFC 97.
Potentially.
Is this in the dome?
No. What?
No.
No.
Fuck
That's
no.
next week. What?
This is the great value dome.
Oh, it's fight night. I thought you were talking about.
Yeah.
the
I didn't
next-
see a lot of this. Petrovs. Look at it anymore. Matt Schnell, Cody Durden. Cody Durden got another win. Very interesting. In the bantamweight division, how he's gonna do. Matt Schnell, former. I think he was like a WLC. He was some sort of world champ, so he just came over to the UFC, but he lost. Steve
Kyle
Garcia,
Nelson
Kyle
looks like a
Nelson.
barroom brawler. Like
Oh,
a dude
yeah.
you would not want to mess with in a biker bar.
Proud boy.
That, yeah. Pretty much
But
that.
he got whooped. Performance of the night. KO'd first round.
And-
Jessica Andrade lost. That was kind of crazy. And then Gilbert Burns, Sean Brady. I think Burns did a little bit better than people.
Yeah, he
look
he
on the
actually
cards.
before like that happened, he wasn't doing too bad, and then
I mean-
yeah, Brady just
Yeah, he
took care
lost
of
the
that.
4th and 5th round, or maybe just the 5th, but it was
He got
pretty
smoked.
substantial. Yeah.
He got smoked in the end.
But in the first couple rounds, I think he held his own. He shaved his head, so I don't know. Maybe that had something to do with it.
You didn't want that Dustin Poirier hair in his face.
Touching his shorts. Yep, so that's UFC. Next week, we have a lot coming up. UFC 306, a love letter to Mexico. It's sponsored by Riyadh Season.
Dana
in
does
Vegas.
not know how to fucking sponsor anything. The greatest thing ever, and like can't get anybody
This
to
will
fucking
never
show
be
up.
replicated because it doesn't make sense for anyone to spend this much money on something. Okay.
It's gonna be the
Dana.
greatest show. I think it's gonna be fun, but yeah, Dana sponsored and put ticket prices, all that shit, horribly for this.
Another Chinese fighter, another one name.
This is what the fuck, dude? That's crazy. This is the first time I've seen all these like Raul.
Raul Rosas Chihuahuas. Chihuahuas. Edgar Chariez versus Joshua Van. Yasmin.
Fight of the night, right?
Ignacio
I'm so
Daniel
hyped for that,
Torres.
dude. Loco Torres. Bahamondes is nuts too, though. That's gonna be fun. Irene Aldana.
Norma Dumont, Brazilian versus Mexican. In the prelims to open up
Lazy
the main
boy.
card. Ronaldo Rodriguez, Ode
Howard
Osborne.
Osborne.
We'll
That's-
see. This could be a very interesting fight.
I'd like to see Lazy. I've seen highlights. Zellhuber is pretty cool. I've seen his fights. But
Flyweight, he could compete.
lot
in
of people
flyweight
interesting.
division. Mexicans are good in flyweight. Yeah, look at this card. I don't think
Shout out
there's
Brandon Moreno.
anyone above. Like, I think there might be one welterweight bout. Not even. There's no one over
Wow.
featherweight in this. Or no, lightweight.
lightweight, yeah. I
Main
can't wait for that
Torres.
fight, bro.
Daniel Zellhuber versus Esteban Ribovics. The Argentinian. He's supposed to be pretty good prospect for the UFC. Daniel.
Zellhuber is pretty good. I've seen his stuff and like his kind of behind the scenes going into this, and he looks pretty dynamic. I'm excited to see him ball out.
6'1" at lightweight. Good reach.
That's a lot of reach.
He's a lengthy dude. Oh, that one's fun too.
Brian Ortega, Diego
Very fun.
Lopez. Yeah. Ortega might be done after this or be on like a little Tony slide or something. We'll see. But this is probably a title eliminator. Diego Lopez with a win can work his way up the card and probably be a main event in his next fight, if not be co-main on a very good title fight, possibly coming up like the one in November. Who could he fight in featherweight at the end of November or December?
Who'd you say? I'm sorry.
Diego Lopez. If he wins this,
Mm.
then he goes up and fights Yair Rodriguez in December.
Oh, that'd be pretty crazy.
Like at the card with John Jones and Stipe.
In New York, that'd be nuts. That card's already looking wild.
Yep, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
And then he fights winner of Ilya versus Max, unless Sugar takes it.
Yeah.
Diego Lopez, if he beats the number 3 guy, where the fuck else you put him?
I mean, I think after his last performance, I think he's gonna skyrocket if he beats Ortega. I think
If he beats
Ortega's
number
decent
3,
though.
Then who's the 2 guys ahead of him? Or the 3 guys ahead of him would be Volk, Max, and Ilya.
Fucking Volk. Volk's got like 50 different freaking people he could face at this point. Volk's gonna replace that and face Taporia, and he's gonna go and get it. Like,
He's going to go up to 170.
he's gonna go
and fight
170.
Bilal Muhammad.
Yeah, that's such a funny rumor.
Alexa Grasso, Valentina Shevchenko.
Number 3,
I
and
know.
this is going to be the final. It's gotta be.
All the
It's gotta
marbles.
be.
It's like the...
Come on, Alexa, please.
Mexicans like
End
getting
this
these
once
little
and for all.
spouts. Because
Yeah,
like
it's-
Brandon Moreno did the same thing.
Yeah, Mexicans are always in a war, just back and forth in like both combat or any combat sport.
But Grasso, Vamonos. Merab Divashili versus Sean O'Malley, the main event. The People's Champ, undefeated. What's he now? Like 26-0, 13-0, 19-0. Sean O'Malley, he has now become, well, now it's a pick'em. Both fighters are favorite, so get your money where you can, I guess. I took him when he was minus 120 or plus 120 something. Obviously, it's going to come down to wrestling. Merab versus Sean. Sean is waiting to show off his wrestling, or so he says, and Merab made Henry Cejudo look like the child that he is. So
Picked him up like a backpack, bro.
yeah, it was rough.
Look at those VMOs, dude. Like the muscle right above his knee for Murab. It's called a VMO, dude. Those are insane.
He's a wrestler, bro. Gotta have
I've
the
never
fucking
seen him
move.
that big on a human being before.
You want to lick him?
Sure. No.
Whoa.
Clip that.
Clip it.
Quote.
Yeah, so the 5'11" Sean takes on the 5'6" baby Merab, who
He's
has
a
videos
tiny
and
guy,
stuff.
dude.
Yeah, he's just a little tiny little baby. And don't say that to him. He got in trouble the other day. Win by KO, submission, decision, average fight time, knockdown average. Ooh. Yep, this is going to be a 5-round fight, too. I don't know how many 5-round fights Merab's been in. Let's see.
Not that many.
I mean, I feel like he's well conditioned, though, if anybody.
Well, sure, but have
Dude.
we seen him in a 5-rounder?
Well,
5-round, yeah, against Yawn.
Yes. Oh, shit. Yeah. Of how people, too. It's a pretty good one.
That was a year ago too. Almost over a year ago.
That sounds about combat sports.
But I think that's all we got. We'll come back with Sean. We're a big Sean podcast, so we'll see how this goes.
Sponsor
Going
us,
for
Sean.
Sean.
Canelo. Right down the street.
Yep. You want to take that?
Big ol'. Yeah.
The capabilities.
You know what? Fuck it. No, I'm kidding. I won't go on a screen and share everything ever. But, yeah, Canelo's fighting for his legacy at this point against Edgar Berlanga, pretty much the saving hope of Puerto Rico, even though he's talking a lot of shit. Canelo's probably going to whoop his ass. You should search up Trevor McCumbee. This is a dude undefeated facing against a guy, Caleb Plant, former Canelo opponent, who I like Caleb Plant. Trevor McCumbee is an interesting guy if you search up his name. He's undefeated and called Caleb Plant quitter multiple times, but his fit at the press conferences is pretty interesting. That it goes up and always trash talks his opponent. Got a handlebar mustache, but yeah. And then Rolly Romero, if you know about Tank Davis, that dude is a goofball, and he got absolutely smoked his last 2 fights. That'll be fun. And then there's the old man fight in the co-main. It's an interesting card, but I mean, it's Canelo, so Mexicans are going to show up. And yeah, that is something I will be watching as well. But Canelo probably going to get that dub, and hopefully he fights one more decent
Get the
opponent in
fuck
his
out of
life.
here, man.
Get the fuck out of here. Bow,
you,
bow,
motherfucker.
bow, bow, bow.
Hey, fuck you, man.
Yeah, Edgar Berlanga is a goofball, and it's probably going to be a rough day for Puerto Ricans, even though a bunch of Puerto Ricans have already told how he is going to whoop Berlanga's ass.
Don't matter, Mets. Are we talking about baseball? Did we already talk about baseball?
No, at Baby Gap, do you have stuff for baseball?
Mexicans sway into
What?
MLB.
Yep, that's
you
combat
call me?
sports. Thank you. Mexico independence. Vamos, Mexico.
Vamos, Mexico!
Almost
Viva la
October.
Mexico!
Shirt from 2015.
Yeah, I got some
You
baseball.
got some baseball.
Baseball.
It's getting close. I think we're under 20 games now to play in the regular season. Under 20, guys.
Who's in the NL wild card? Who's in the NL wild card? Who's in the NL wild card?
That is your New York Mets, Peyton. But they're tied with the Braves. The Braves won't stop losing. They just stick around and it's a nag and the little gnat flying around your fruit. You just want to get rid of it, but it keeps flying around because it's so small. Anyways, not a lot of big things happened. There were big things, but total shift movements, not really. Royals got out of their 7-game slump and sweep the Twins, which is a weird fact. The past 3 years, the Royals have lost the season series to the Twins, except for in the last series, which is a home stand for the Royals. For the past 3 years, they swept the Twins, which is odd. They did it again this year. Royals are now 5 games up in the standings. The Yankees and Orioles are literally a half game behind each other. I think the Orioles have that, so that's going to be pretty close. See what happens there. Guardians are now only 2.5 games up in the Central. They lost some ground. They were at 5.5, and now they're at 2.5. So Guardians have to be wondering. I'd still probably give it to the Guardians. Astros didn't have a great week either. They won a ton of games, and then they only won 2 more after beating the Royals on Sunday.
You say Kikuchi is fucking nuts, though. What a
really
trade
good
acquisition
really good
that was.
Yeah, really good pitcher. Framber's a really good pitcher too. Those guys are scary to face. Orioles keep kind of meandering along. Royals, of course, they are 2.5 games up in that second wild card spot, and the Twins are only 3.5 games up to the Tigers and the Mariners. Boston's trying to stay around. I don't have faith in Boston. I really don't have faith in the Mariners either. Tigers are scary. They always like to play good ball at the end of the year, but for the Twins now, they're in a little bit of quicksand. They don't figure it out. They played really bad baseball this week. National League, Dodgers are really good. Shohei is phenomenal, but he still isn't my NL MVP because he's only a DH, and I don't care. Phillies are good. Brewers.
They only have a 7-game lead on the Mets, and the Mets play them 7 times in 10 days from Friday the 13th to Sunday the 22nd.
7 games is a lot of games.
And we play them 7 times.
Are you going to beat them 7 times?
September Mets, man.
Are you going to beat them 7 times?
Who's your NL MVP right now? Mets are in the wild card.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Oh, if the Mets are in the wild card, it's absolutely Francisco Lindor. He's a shortstop. He's a premium position player. I understand Shohei's a really good player, but he only hits. He only
40,
hits.
40.
Still,
I'm going to tell you right now, y'all are going to be disappointed. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, I know, though. It's unbelievable.
Japanese.
Brewers, I still think are frauds. I know they're really good in the regular season, but they don't show up.
We play them as well.
Jackson Chourio is tough.
He's good. No, I know. Here's the thing.
Pretty solid.
The Brewers, they look good they always look good in the regular season, and then once it comes to the playoffs, they just don't have the juice in them. Also, don't look at the record the Brewers have against teams that aren't in the Central Division. The Brewers' record in the East Division is 11-13. Their record in the West is 10-14. Their record against the Central teams, 30-19. There's not going to be a Central team in the playoffs. Not going to be a Central team in the playoffs. Padres are really good.
That division's crazy.
Thing for the Royals.
Yeah.
For the no, I bet the Royals are probably on that same. Yeah, they are.
How many of their wins are against the White Sox?
I never said anything about the Royals going far in the playoffs. They just need to make it to the playoffs because I will cry.
Because it's always October. Don't they always make it to the playoffs?
Padres kind of had a little stinky week. Diamondbacks, doing whatever they
Same.
want to do.
Mets
Man,
are
the
only a
Met-
game and a half back from them.
Mets and they are, man. It's getting close. It could bounce around. There's only a 2-game lead right now in the wild card. It was a lot more than that earlier. Mets
won
finally
9
lose
in a
today.
row.
Mets lost finally today. They won 9 in a row. P4 said it right. It's a lot of wins.
20 games left, and it's like gonna be borderline to see if anybody gets 100, which
It's-
probably won't happen.
Yeah, the
That's
space
crazy.
in the AL is kind of widened. Right now it's a 4-team race.
White Sox already got 100.
The Cubs. The
On
Cubs
the
are
other
not
side.
good. The Cubs are sneaky. Everyone's saying the Cubs are going to make the playoffs. You're a fool, and you're also a Cubs fan, so you're a fool regardless. Cardinals, sorry about that. 6 games out.
Hey, 2025, man. Shout out Jordan Walker, Mason Wynn, man. That's all
Yep.
I care about. Get the youngins up. Fuck
All the other
2025.
teams stink. I think right now it looks like the AL kind of has their teams in there. The Twins probably have to
Logan
win.
Gilbert so bad. I hope
Twins-
we get Logan Gilbert.
Twins probably have to win a couple more games, but right now I think what you're looking at in the AL is what you're going to see in the playoffs. I think the Royals, Guardians, Astros, Yankees, and Orioles are all probably solidified in the playoffs right now. Twins will probably just have to go on a little winning streak to just get the Tigers and Mariners out of there. NL though is scary. It's like the Padres and Diamondbacks are kind of just trying to fiend their way into the playoffs right now. And the Brewers, the Brewers don't really. They're going to win their division anyway, so it doesn't even matter. Yeah, man, that Braves and Mets thing going on, it'll be awesome to watch. Hopefully the Mets make it, but Rob Manfred wants those Braves in there, man. He wants those Braves in there.
I will fight Rob Manfred for free. He's allowed
So will I. Other
one
than that,
bodyguard of my equal weight or less.
let me see how many games we actually have left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 18 games left.
Damn. So literally no one's probably going to get 100. That's crazy. That's a wacky season.
Yeah, I know. I kind of was like, man, I don't think anyone's going to get to 100 wins. Maybe the Dodgers. Maybe.
The Padres play the Diamondbacks the last series of the season.
Ooh, that's a fun one. That'll be a fun one.
And the Mets are 2 games behind the Padres and 1.5 behind the Braves.
Pods are doing pretty good right now.
When we get
One and a
to
half
P4
next-
will have to,
the,
have to cheer for the
Diamondbacks.
Royals, so the Braves, they play them the last series.
No, we will have
Unless we sweep the Braves, and then it doesn't matter. We're 3 games.
I don't know about Mets September. We all know what happened that 100-win wild card season. Sorry, before.
You ever shut the fuck up?
Hey man, I'm just trying to keep you with reality.
Is
Next-
it time? Are you
We are in
got
the
stuff?
playoffs. We are in the playoffs.
if
in
anyone else
September.
wants to talk about their teams, you're good,
No.
PC. You're waiting until the playoffs. You're waiting until we actually get that. We're in the playoffs.
Yeah. No.
Oh, DJ Stewart played baseball for the Mets in September.
Close your eyes. Close your eyes.
Well, if we're done with baseball,
It's time for
You
everybody's
guys
favorite
know-
segment. Dumb and
We
smart,
have
smart
like
or
a-
dumb, dumb,
Yeah.
dumb and smart.
you need to have like a little jingle for this. That was $40.
We need
bullshit.
a Colts guy to make us a jingle.
Our game. This is our.
PC's a dumbass. PC's a dumbass.
I have lost 2 in a row. You are 100% correct on that. It
Guys,
has
I
been
have
bad.
5 awesome questions. I tried to make them not super hard, but not super easy.
I'm honestly interested. I say nervous, but I'm honestly interested to see what this
It's gonna be a
is.
little. This isn't
Me and
actually
Howard
just
are
gonna be a
playing
raw.
two-man game of who knows more Disney trivia.
No,
I'm
no,
in the
no,
game, bro. Watch me come from nowhere. I
No, Disney.
did
Actually,
terrible last week.
I don't know. It's
I don't know. It's just like saying George St. Pierre was from England, but you know what? It is what it is sometimes. So
So there's
sometimes
a
it's really dumb.
questions we have right now. There's actually a couple that aren't really just wrong or right. Maybe a little multiple answering situation.
Oh my god.
Cool.
I'm so
What?
excited.
K-Stell
I
always
will
wants to make a twist of his own on this game,
I
bro.
will explain.
Let me just do it myself. Hey, let's
I will.
fuck the rules.
Stop you. Stop it.
Fuck the
Show your
rules.
work.
Stop
I'm
you.
the host. I'm the host. You
Take
lost.
your privileges away. God damn
PC,
So the
put
first
X for
question.
you for your first one.
it.
Before you guys start answering the question, let me ask it.
Okay.
That's a good thing.
Thank
We
you.
wouldn't know otherwise.
There are 5 teams who have.
Oh my
never-
god. And the train is traveling at 200 miles an hour heading east.
Stop it. Let me ask the question. Hey, I'm asking the question. There are 5 teams that have not won a World Series. What are those 5 teams?
We said name all 5.
If all of you get it wrong, if all of you don't get all 5 teams right, the one who has the most, the guys who have the most right answers will get a point.
Who've never won.
All of you could get a point right here. 5 teams who have not
Jesus.
won.
Okay.
If you get them all right, you get a point. If nobody gets them all right,
Fuck.
the people with the most get the right answers.
I'm gonna set a team that I know won.
Oh, I didn't. I'll let you guys continue to think, but
Oh,
I haven't
I'm so
started my
stupid.
timer
Wait.
yet. You guys have 30 seconds now.
No, they didn't. Fuck. I don't even know.
10 more seconds.
I think I'm wrong.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Not.
Pencils down.
I literally only
Pencils
named
down.
3.
Show
5
Show
is
it.
crazy.
Yeah, do I
White
get
Sox
anything wrong?
2005
White Sox,
immediately.
Baltimore, Pirates, Guardians. What do you have, Nick?
Mariners,
I forgot about the
fucking
M's, bro.
Mariners,
So
Rockies,
dumb, bro.
and Athletics, which I know is a lie, but I
But
don't
you
even
only
know.
have 3.
Yeah.
And P4,
I have 6.
you have.
Padres, Rockies,
White
Brewers,
Sox was
Mariners.
2005, bruh. Paul
Sorry,
Konerko.
I at least put down fucking 5 teams.
Yeah.
You have. Wait, you have.
That's why I
Mariners,
knew that
Brewers,
at least.
Brewers,
Athletics,
This is what happens when
Padres.
K-Stell is
I have
the host.
4. I think the Rockies.
I already erased.
So P4 wins that. He has 4 right. Nick, you
What's
have
the
2
fifth?
right. You
Wow,
Yeah.
what a
2
great
right.
question.
What's the 5th?
PC, you got none right.
I don't give a shit, bro.
What's
The
the
answer.
fifth?
Wait,
The-
so yeah, what the hell? What? So what are the answers? What is the teams?
The Rockies have never won.
Yep.
The Mariners have never won.
Yep.
The Padres have never won. The Brewers have never won. And the Rays have never won a
I thought
World
Brewers
Series.
won like an 80s one. That sucks.
P4
Didn't
gets
the
it
Rays
right.
win with Randy?
No, they lost to the Dodgers.
Mm-mm.
Remember Mickey
Oh,
Mouse
yeah, yeah.
World Series? Yeah, PC, you had 0.
Fuck.
Yeah,
Right.
everybody asked
Damn,
baseball.
now that makes
I don't
sense.
watch baseball at all.
I mean, that's tough.
Fucking
5
baseball.
teams, bro. I could not even fucking
baseball,
name 5 teams for
motherfucker.
anything. in 30 seconds, dude. That was a crazy question.
I did pretty good.
P4 did. Question number
You named
2.
the White Sox.
Question number 2. When was the last time Notre Dame won a national championship? If you get it within 5 years of that year, you get the question right.
I will at least get this part of it. Man, this pen fucking sucks. Hold up.
How it's just closest.
No, if you get 5 years within, you get the answer correct. It's not whoever's closest.
I was like, that's crazy. Alright, hold up. That doesn't matter.
10 seconds.
I don't think I got this right, but fucking fuck.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nick Howard says 1989. 1985 for PC. And what does that say?
1980.
PC and Nick Howard, you guys get the points. It was
Nice.
1988. Before was 8 years
That was so
off.
close.
8 years off.
Just a smidge.
PC is 3 off. Nick
I'm not
Howard, you are
stressed about
1
it.
off.
Oh, we got a race here, boys.
Uh,
No,
Couple-
Kyle's gonna just.
Shit.
this will be interesting. This is my only question I'll ask this time about one of my teams. Patrick Mahomes is now the leader of passing
Yay.
yards for the Chiefs. Lynn Dawson is now number 2. Who is third in passing yards for Kansas City?
I think I know this one. I'm pretty sure I know this one. I would be stunned if it's not. Honestly.
If you guys have your answers.
Whatever. I do.
Do we have our answers?
Yeah.
All right, turn them around.
Yep.
Trent Green. Who does that say?
Alex Smith.
PC and Nick Howard, you guys get the right answer.
Yeah!
Hell yeah.
Green.
Hell yeah.
I
Alex
saw that
Smith is-
graphic last.
Alex Smith is
I remember
number
him as a St.
4.
Louis Ram and because of Kurt Warner, and he balled out in the Chiefs.
Alex
I
Smith
remember.
is number 4, P4. You got close.
It's actually kind of shocking.
Yeah, Alex Smith. I think isn't he 4?
He's
I, thought it was,
number 4.
I honestly,
yeah.
I would have thought it was Matt Castle
Good-
if he would.
That's
Good.
5. I think he's 5.
No, he's not 5.
Matt Castle's not 5.
No,
Jesus.
he better not be.
Probably. He wasn't
Let's
terrible.
look it up.
Hey, man, USC God.
No looking it up.
He's 9th.
Question number 4, guys. I was watching a movie.
That's great. Oh, God.
This movie was awesome. I loved it. And it just made me want to write a question. But who plays the main character known as Sam Flynn in the movie Tron and Tron Legacy?
You gotta be fucking kidding me. You're such an asshole, man.
Bruh, I do not remember that. Oh, dude, it's been forever since I've seen this movie. Fuck. 30 seconds,
I
dude.
have no.
Fuck off, man.
I'll give a hint.
No!
No! I don't want to hit.
Okay, no hints. No hints. 10 more
Oh
seconds.
my God. I think I know I know the face, but I could not tell you the actor's name. Fucking, I know one guy in it, so I'm gonna say it. If I'm right, I'm gonna fucking.
All right.
No, I'm not.
Pencils down.
All right.
Turn them around.
I'm pretty sure.
Jared Leto.
I know Michael Sheen's in that
You
movie.
guys are all wrong. It is Jeff Bridges.
Really? Jeff Bridges.
Okay.
Jeff Bridges.
A little Big Lebowski crossover episode that I have never seen. Fucking Tron.
P4.
Wait,
Jared
what?
Leto is the main character in the next Tron movie they're making. So
They're making another Tron movie? Holy
yeah, Tron, Amos or whatever.
shit. I know Michael Sheen is in that movie, though.
Okay, this
That's
question, last question, question number 5, should be easy because there's not a lot of people to pick.
Opinion piece.
Guys, who has the most majors win in the PGA?
Oh, dude.
Are you talking all
Wait,
time?
history?
All time.
Fucking. I'm gonna overthink this. You know what? Fuck it. God, dude, why are all my pens fucking suck? Hold up.
I think I spelled his name wrong.
10 more seconds or else we all got it.
I think.
We all
think-
got it. Let's flip them around.
Think.
Jeez, I just realized I wrote that bad.
Arnold Palmer, Tiger, PC, you are correct.
Yeah!
Jack
Jeez, I don't
Nicklaus.
even know who that is.
You don't
Those
know
are
who
like the
Jack
top
Nicklaus
three.
is?
Those are the top
No.
three.
Yeah,
I do
Jack
not fucking
Nicklaus.
know.
Yeah,
Jack Nicklaus has 6. Tiger
I-
has 5.
Anybody before Tiger, I just know Arnold Palmer.
Because Jack Nicklaus is the guy that he's part of that group that always starts off the Masters, right?
Yes, he's one of the best golfers of all time.
Yeah. That's what I
Walter
thought.
Hagen is number 3.
Who's two? Wait, two's Arnold?
Hold on, I just wanted to
Oh
take
wait, no, I'm.
take
Yes,
a moment
hold on,
here
yeah.
and look at this leaderboard because it's the only time you're gonna see me on top.
Oh my God! Take a fucking picture.
You should honestly. Hey, I scored more this week than I did all last season. So
Arnold
a win's a win.
Palmer
A win's a win.
is not
Like I said.
even in the top 30, I believe.
What?
That is
Yeah,
ridiculous.
he was just known to make a good drink.
Whoa. Hey,
He
respect
was
the
actually a
dead.
pretty good golfer. But all right. Well, that was a long pod. We had a long talk today, about a nice little 2 hours. Let's wrap her up. Main man from way out west, got any last words for the people? You know, all your terrific followers.
Subscribe, donate via super chat, comment, like, vote in the comments for what we should put in PC's Twitter. Fantasy team looks decent. Go Jets tomorrow. Go Sugar Sean next weekend. That just about covers it. Unless you guys have anything to add. Oh, goodbye, folks. So they call bearing the lead in the business.
Mr. Howard, sir.
Yeah, man. Like I said, I haven't watched too much. I've been actually informed on a bit tonight from the boys, but you know, I do my best to watch. I know I will be able to watch the fight night next weekend because I don't work late at night, so I'll be interested seeing that. Canelo is probably going to get the dub in that one. Sugar Sean's going to be in a tough task, but it's going to be interesting to see at the Sphere. I know it's like insanely overpriced, but you know, I'm still excited to see how that even turns out. Yeah, honestly. And because the draft, the NHL draft was pretty cool there. But yeah, I mean, friggin' P4 is having a wet dream right now about the Mets and everything, even though we do know what happens at the end of the season and especially in October. But, you know, we'll let P4 live his
Will
false
Levis.
reality the best as possible.
Will Levis' ceiling is Sam Darnold.
Yeah. What was Mark Sanchez's? Or how about Zach Wilson?
AFC title. Oh, yeah. You like how you switched it up at the end because you're like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck,
yeah.
Sanchez actually not that awful.
Yeah, butt fumble. Fuck out of here.
That's
but
one play. Your guy fell to his
that's
knees
all he
halfway
remembers.
through a play. Halfway through a play. Will Levis fell to his knees.
Okay. And you have a butt fumble. But yeah,
AFC
you know,
title games.
hey man, longest playoff drought. But it is the end of the segment, and I will see the amigos later from the 31-4.
Okay, Stel. Is it always October?
It better be. When the Royals make the playoffs, I'll be going live, celebrating, because that'll be amazing.
That'll be the last day to be happy about the Royals.
And then they go and play the Yankees or Baltimore. If they play the Yankees, I have hope because I never trust the Yankees.
You're
in
so
postseason.
full of shit, man.
If we play
That Aaron
Baltimore,
Judge slander is gonna be so funny when he has like 6 total homers at the end of the series. Guys like, is it in the ballpark? He did it against Colray. Against
I
Colray.
wasn't
It's
even
dog
I
shit.
wasn't even talking. Whoa, what? Do we
That's
need
the
to pull
first-
up Aaron
first
Judge
week.
postseason stats? Do we need to pull up Aaron Judge postseason stats?
No. We don't have time.
It's gonna be inflated when he goes against Seth Lugo.
Unbelievable.
You're not gonna want to talk about that one.
Yankees are frauds. They're not winning another World Series for the rest of their existence. Their existence. And they never should.
Crazy that you're a Disney guy, but you don't like the Yankees.
But that, I have no idea what that even means.
Is Walt Disney a Yankees fan, guys?
Vote in the comments.
This pod going way too long. Good time hanging out with everybody. Make sure to check us out
No,
next
let
Sunday.
Kyle talk for a while.
No, I'm done.
Good. I'm glad.
I'll let him talk more.
10-day contract. Are we still on that extension for him, or? I think he's.
I don't
okay
know,
for
man.
now.
After a couple of
We'll
those
have to
smart
debate
dumb
it.
questions, it's on
PC,
debate.
those tweets that I wrote about, they're actually going to be put on there. I'll actually.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll put them on there.
Okay.
The crazy
We'll have to
ones.
wait and see. You guys have to go follow my Twitter, to go see those tweets.
Whoa.
I am
Secret
homosexual.
plug. Secret plug.
Not quite. It's I am better than you. So.
Nice.
That's sucking.
Is this over?
Thank God it is. Like, subscribe. See you guys next time. God, what a fucking retard.